care. Listen to me, they don't.
Yes, Fact. Hi, Fact. Do you care? No, you don't.
I've got the guest star here, Facts. Hello, Facts. How you doing? Oh, great today, Ben. How's it going? Well, what's the news today, Facts? I don't care about your feelings. You heard it here, folks. Wake up, sheeple.
Be a wolf in this world.
You gotta be...
Sheep go to the slaughter, guys, okay? They get slaughtered every day.
You gotta be a wolf in this world.
Wolf. But not a furry, though. We don't agree with that.
Not a...
I'm not a furry, folks. You heard it here.
You heard it here.
Furries care about your feelings. Facts don't.
I don't.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. It's been way too long. Welcome back. It's the boys that you've been used to, but we've been depriving you of content for far too long. We've grown into men now. We are. That was a joke.
Oh my god.
It's your boy Sam.
Yes.
And Reese.
The usual three. We got Kyle with us too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yes, Kyle's there. Kyle, sound man.
Yeah.
I'm
The
trying
man
to...
who cares so much about sound but
Yes.
does not talk very often.
Yeah. Because he's watching the sound. He's listening.
And the cameras.
Yes.
So many cameras. He's got the cameras.
I'm trying to decide where to go with this now
He's
that...
watching the camera of two male frogs right now, determining if they are indeed gay.
Yes, we're running the Alex Jones experiment. We've inserted a variety of chemicals into their water. And,
No, we're just giving you straight tap water. we have not messed with the water. I don't know what he's talking about. We're just giving you regular tap water. Guys, they put fluoride in it. They get fluoride in it to dumb you down. Let's go fluoride in it. Whoa, the vocals in here. Whoa.
Results still pending.
we're gonna see how the sound turns out.
Oh, hey, have you guys seen, the fluoride joke was kind of jabbed at, monkey versus lizard.
Godzilla vs Kong? Yeah.
No, Godzilla versus Harambe.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
If it
Harambe's
was
back?
Harambe, Godzilla would have died. If Harambe came back...
You just start throwing little kids at them.
Harambe, no! I can't lose you again!
No, but is it a coincidence, though, that once Harambe passed away, like, everything's just gone straight to crap?
Oh, no, I think
It's
the world,
common knowledge.
I think the world collectively agrees that was the catalyst.
That was the last straw.
Yeah.
That broke the silverback, the gorilla's silverback. That was the last straw. And since then, it's just COVID. I mean,
All this.
well, not even just COVID, just everything. Like, what was that, 2016, 2017?
It was 2016 when the
2016,
timelines diverged.
yeah. That was a good year. Well,
By comparison.
Trump train! And then,
Yeah, then things happened.
Things happen.
then
Things happen, and they continued to happen, and they're still happening.
And they're
here
still,
we are.
So when in doubt, blame Harambe.
Blame Harambe.
I gotta go get a
we don't
fresh
blame
lunch for the little
Harambe.
kid.
We blame the man that shot Harambe.
Yeah. Who was that, by the way? We have that.
It was the zookeeper. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but
one of the.
we need to know his name.
I'm not sure what his
take
name
him
was.
into public execution mode, okay? We're getting a guillotine in the streets, and we're finding
The next vlog time
Cincinnati streets
shall be a
will run
live
with
stream.
blood.
Oh,
We
the
running
next-
red.
The next vlog time will just be a live stream of us tracking him down.
Okay, guys, we're almost to this guy's house. All right, be ready. Got the cameras. And it turns out we were catfishing, and he's actually a girl the whole time, but we thought it was a guy. Well, welcome to this episode of Catfish. Whoa! Or catfish.
No!
We thought.
We
Wow,
almost
it turns
had
out we're sexist. We thought it was a man.
it. No,
No, I'm gonna look it up.
we just assumed. I'm pretty sure it was a dude.
What makes you think that?
Well, I'm pretty sure I heard him in the news.
Oh, okay. It comes up on Google. Zookeeper that killed, and it's zookeeper that killed
the
Harambe.
first thing that pops up.
Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden, U.S. May 28th, 2016. A 3-year-old boy claimed. Yeah, I know
We
the story. I know the story.
Everyone knows the story.
Killing of Harambe is the Wikipedia thing. The killing of Harambe. Look,
Like a
there's
major.
that
It's like
beautiful
the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. It's like it's so historically
internet memes is the whole
impactful.
thing.
I gotta see this for
Oh
myself.
my gosh.
Oh, wait, I gotta get the hotspot going. We are recording.
Several vigils took place. I didn't know about that.
Oh my goodness.
We are recording.
Robert was
in
killed
Reese's house.
one day after his
Yes.
17th birthday. The boy was given a trauma assessment and transported to his regional office. Doesn't have anything about who killed him.
What was the name of the zoo? Give us a name! This I love how this podcast, despite us not having any sort of plan going into it, has already devolved.
We just picked
How
up
do you
right where we
devolve
left
from
off.
nothing? Honestly.
You just start recording in the middle of the conversation. That's what you do.
Yeah. You don't do an intro because the moment you do an intro, that's when everything you stop having things to talk
It
about.
immediately becomes awkward.
You really have to can't kill a rare gorilla.
Yeah.
This is 2016. I don't think they released the name, which I get. I
That
get.
makes
I
sense.
I understand.
Because they knew we'd come looking.
Because
they knew.
Because if they did,
They
we all
they
would
had
have known
the
it.
forethought.
They had the information from the globalists ahead of time.
You want me to do my hotspot?
Yeah, mine's not showing up.
I'll pull it up.
Hotspot.
Yeah.
Oh. We're still recording though.
We are.
Oh yes, we are still recording. Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
is
while they
that-
search for their hotspots, it's Sam's impression of jazz music time.
That's scat. music.
That's a Scatman
Let's
knockoff.
scat from jazz. Okay, I should really stop before I make my ears bleed.
Yeah, and before
I
people
think
click
I
off.
Wouldn't be the
know.
first time they've let go.
So Reese, how are you adjusting to your new house?
What?
Hey Kyle, just a post reminder. Please cut out the part where I said my girlfriend made my ears bleed. Thank you.
Done.
Otherwise, she'll stab him again.
Oh yeah. Again, she'll just bring out Ivanka.
Okay.
So to answer your
she'll do
question,
it
Kyle, we're having a podcast discussion about Harambe. So
It's all about
I'd say
Harambe.
I'm adjusting.
Wait, didn't we already have a Harambe podcast?
I'm sure
It feels vaguely familiar that we've talked
It
about
was
it
either
before.
Harambe or Kifu. One of the
Oh, I think it was Kifu.
two. It could have been Kifu.
Which we realized that the banana was not actually banana, it was
There's
a banana clip for an
Yeah.
AK-47.
Yeah. There's a
So
lot of
Kifu
things
was
happening
strapped
there.
the whole
And if we
time.
didn't do a podcast with Kifu,
We would have never known.
then you have no clue what we're talking about.
Exactly. But you do know because you watched that podcast. And if you haven't, you
How
better go
many
back
people-
right now and watch that.
How many people?
Kyle, put an eye in the
already-
video. Or put that in an eye in the video.
How many people have already exited the video?
Uh-oh,
That's
guys.
a good question. What happened?
Jade's missing a little history. She doesn't know who Kifu is.
Oh, well, this is before your time, Jade.
Yeah, this is
in Sam and I's youth.
2018. Or no,
No, it was
17.
before that.
It was like, yeah, it was actually probably
It
like...
might have been 2016.
It was 16 or 15. Yeah. It would, it's
Yeah.
from Zoombies.
There's a lovely little gem of a movie called Zoombies. It's awful.
Oh my goodness, it actually
Love it.
works.
So, we're throwing up the killing of Harambe straight up thing just to show that we're not exaggerating.
We are exaggerating.
The official wiki is the killing of Harambe.
The assassination
That sounds
of
like
Harambe.
we need a movie. We need a movie called The Killing of Harambe.
Just a documentary.
It's gonna build up
No,
Harambe as
it's
a character.
No, it's literally just a really, really bad CGI. It's the
Gorilla
Kifu
suit.
It's killing. It's literally a used Kifu suit, movie accurate. Just
Okay,
Harambe.
Kyle, while
Yeah.
you're on there, I need you to do me a big favor. I need
What's
you
up?
to go to Google. I need you to type in Zoombies and Kifu.
So Kifu was played by
Saeed,
a high
believe so.
Asian man, a 60-year-old
Okay.
high Asian man.
We're gonna show Jade this this lovely little creature.
Okay.
Going on. If it'll pop up.
How do you spell it, Jay?
It might be Kifo, actually. now that I
Kifo.
think
Oh,
about
Kif.
it.
No, yeah, Kifo.
I think
Kifu.
Kifo might have been.
No, it's two O's.
I don't think so.
Okay, try that. Just look at. Did you look at?
There he
Zoombies?
is.
Oh,
there he is. So that's the CG version. Where is the puppet version of Kifo? There it is. This is Kifo. So in
by a
this
60-year-old
film,
Asian man.
Zombies, you have a little girl and her mom who are looking after a arguably very high gorilla. And about midway through this zombie animal movie, he becomes infected. And so you have zombie Kifo.
Dude, do you know how long we laughed that
Oh
night?
my, we laughed for a solid 4 hours straight.
Dude, it was a long time. Because every
gorilla
time I
showed
almost went to sleep, I would just be like, do you want to banana?
So I don't know why. The moment we saw Kifo come on screen, we immediately thought this is a high Asian man. Who just
60-year-old high Asian man.
60-year-old high Asian man
in a
who's
monkey
just dressed
costume.
up as in a gorilla costume, offering people bananas.
And he, no.
And
He's
so-
like he's in the rain gutter, like Pennywise. Hello, little girl.
Trying to lure
Do you
in.
want a banana?
And so for the next 4 hours, which is the hour and a half that we finished the movie, and then the next 2.5 hours after that, we were just dying of laughter.
I literally had never had a stomachache that bad
It was
from
so
laughing
funny.
so hard.
And we immediately after that went to move Kyle out of his house the next day.
Yep.
And it was so funny. And we were making jokes about it, and Kyle was and still is completely confused because we have to this day never watched Zoombies with Kyle.
He doesn't understand the full extent
And there's a
of the
sequel,
Keith.
apparently. There's a Zombies 2 that I haven't seen yet.
Well, you should watch the first Zombies
We
together.
should watch the first. I know how to pirate it, so we should watch the.
You're gonna say that on YouTube?
Okay, I am not going to get Netflix to watch Zombies.
I have Netflix.
Okay, and we're good.
Good.
We're good.
I'll get it on my.
Netflix algorithm, we not pirate.
We don't pirate.
We will not
anything.
pirate this movie. We promise very much. Pirates Bay does not
I'm
exist.
doing it right now.
Transformers is really good.
I am conforming
Bumblebee.
to society.
Oh my goodness! It should also be mentioned. Oh, that's how you. Okay, now I can show me scrolling. I don't know what was going on earlier, but it should be noted.
Of Harambe.
It should be noted. The two portals are the Ohio portal and the Animals portal. I love how this just connects to Ohio. By the way,
Ohio.
this is a continuing series on
And a
Ohio.
further history of
Ohio, the flat state. We don't really have too much except for Cincinnati.
Except
and
Harambe.
We also have See Also, Binky the Polar Bear,
What else is in Ohio?
the killing of Cecil the
No.
Lion,
So there you
Here,
have it.
folks.
The one thing that Ohio had was Harambe. That's the one thing they had
And
going
literally
for
it. And they killed them.
And,
they
yeah.
literally killed their only attraction.
Yeah.
oh my.
Now all they've got is Binky the polar bear.
Binky the polar
And look at
bear.
Binky's just sad.
Binky is just depressed because
Binky's
Harambe
been
is in a
depressed since Harambe's death. We
Binky
need
just
a
wants to jump off a bridge.
Disney. Give me a live action
Harambe
movie
movie.
called The Killing of Harambe. Let's traumatize some kids. Binky will be the best friend / potentially lover of Harambe. And then the tragedy of Harambe's death will just destroy her.
We also have the San Francisco Zoo tiger attacks.
What?
Two
That was a
tiger
thing?
attacks occurred at the San Francisco Zoo in 2006
Oh, I
and 2007.
remember this.
Yeah, I do not.
I don't. What the heck?
But a zookeeper was bitten in the arm during a public feeding. The second incident, one person was killed, and the
Wait,
two
is
others.
this Tiger? Is this the Tiger King? The guy that got his arm bit off?
I
No.
I
Oh,
don't.
this is in San. This
No,
is
this
actually
is
an
at
actual
the
zoo.
zoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is a humane tiger location.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair
Yes, this is a humane. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. But yeah, it's
Kyle's just I would live there. Is there an opening? How much is the rent? Well, it's San Francisco, so it's probably.
Oh, so it is just furries. It's literally just furries. It doesn't matter. It's just furries dressed up as tigers. Rawr, rawr XD. Rawr, rawr.
What is this podcast?
Give me raw meat, raw.
This isn't a podcast.
Feel good, raw.
We're just going down the rabbit hole on Wikipedia.
This is all we're gonna do. That's all we need to do. We need to look up what for our next
Furry hunt?
podcast. No. No. For our next
Let's go hunting.
podcast.
If you're legally an animal, I'm legally a hunter.
So for our
Three-way
podcast,
boys.
for our podcast, we should just like look up the most weird and obscure Wikipedia articles and just go down that rabbit hole.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Reddit 50-50.
No.
No, we're not doing Reddit.
Would you like to see him?
Not on
Perforated
camera.
bowel.
Prolapsed anus? No! Thank you! Welcome back to the channel, everybody.
This is the new boys. Welcome.
Oh my goodness.
I can be really loud
This
as
is
well because
devolved-
we're in our own house.
This devolved so. Oh,
Reese has
are you
a
looking
house.
up
Let
the
me give her my
Alaska
address.
headline,
This
Kyle?
is Reese's
I'm trying
address,
to.
you know?
Find the Alaska headline.
Aggressive moose, Alaska Department of Fish and Game. Here, let's
see
get
if
the
this is
web
the
browser.
right one.
Let's see now. Oh, this is just
Why
Alaska
are moose
Department.
aggressive?
Aggressive
Look up Alaska
I
moose.
can't say for around a moose.
I wish it was just one word. No.
Yes, usually.
The problem is both kids and moose are somewhat unpredictable. Young kids will take cues from adults. If you take a chance, they might also. Keep kids away from moose.
So the yes usually is a lie.
It's a lie.
What the heck? If a moose is hanging out at a school bus stop, ask the driver to pick up the kids 1 or 2 blocks away.
Establish a parent patrol to wait for the bus to stop with the kids. If your kids walk to school, show them another way to walk. If they see a moose on their normal route. If you know a moose is in your neighborhood, you know, the neighborhood moose, kids should avoid walking through the woods where it is dark. Oh yeah, let your kids walk through the woods to school, where it is dark and there's no easy escape. The moose, should moose be encountered? Wow.
Alaska.gov.
Basically, what it's saying is if your kids goes near a moose, they're screwed. That's all I got out of that.
Caution warned after moose attacks.
You gotta look up the Alaska moose warning headline or whatever
Moose
it was.
warning.
What are we trying to do?
There was this hilarious little Alaskan town news article that we found that was just like warning people.
Alaska issues grumpy more moose
That's what
warning.
it is. That's it.
That's
That
it?
sounds right.
Okay.
Grumpy moose warning.
Okay. Alaska issues go away. Alaska issues grumpy moose warning.
Alaska wildlife officials warned people to keep their distance from a grumpy moose after 2 close calls this past week. This is it.
Yeah.
One of the animals walked up behind a woman tending chickens in the city of Homer Sunday and started eating chicken food from a bucket she carried. When she turned, the startled moose kicked her.
Just imagine like a really
And
obese old lady who's like, "Oh, you feet off
Jason Harris. It pulled its nose out of the bucket, looked at her, reared back, and kicked her right in the noggin, said Jason Harriman. Assistant area biologist for the Alaska Department of Fish and Game. Another agitated moose twice charged skiers on a lift line Saturday at Alaska Airport. A downhill ski venue in the resort town of Girdwood, said Ken Marsh, spokesman for Fish and Game. No one was hurt, but authorities advised resort officials to shoot and kill the animals Sunday to remove them from skiers. Not all moose are looking for a fight right now, but they do tend to be a little cranky this time of year, Marsh said.
Alaskans are a different breed.
They're so
I
funny.
just don't care, dude.
And then yeah, the rest is just basically explaining how the moose behave during that time of year. But
Is this springtime?
this is springtime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
It's time to find your lady partner, but if you can't, well,
I'm so glad we found that article.
Grumpy moose warning. Okay, this is going in the bookmarks.
Saved.
Whoa. Okay.
Yep.
Oh man.
We have.
Well, because that was like one that we found just to spur of the moment because we were like, you never hear any news about Alaska. What's going on in Alaska? And
And
popped up.
Oh my goodness.
So today's an animal
Should we do
episode,
like
I
an
guess.
update on like what everybody's been up to? Because like a lot has happened.
A lot has happened. It's
Like-
been like
Yeah.
Reese got a house.
I got a house, which we're recording in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle got a new job and graduated school.
Oh, that was over a year ago.
Yeah, we have recorded since then.
We have,
Oh, we
yeah.
have? Oh.
But yeah, we never did say that, didn't we? That I did get a new job,
Well, he still has that job.
and I still have that job. Yes.
So
Didn't
we're-
get shot up yet.
No.
Oh gosh.
Tell the story, Kyle.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Basically, some guy made a meaningless threat that he was going to shoot up the place. Which you don't say that.
Which, it was funny because the reaction that it got was, oh, we're going to call the cops, we're going to search the vehicle, which is all well and good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kyle worked, because you didn't work in that particular building.
No, it was a different building. It was the building right next door. There is a dispute, our employee argument, that sort of thing. Got fired, was apprehended by the cops in the parking lot. Searched the vehicle. We're all clear. There are no firearms or weapons of any sort. We're clear. 10 o'clock in the morning. Scene cleared. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they tell us, hey, there was an incident. If you feel uncomfortable, you can go home early.
Well, didn't they? I thought they forcefully cleared everybody out.
They did 10 minutes later.
Oh, okay.
But look, this is happening 5 hours after the incident.
This was hours after the fact.
So just picture let's say it's a school shooting.
Uh-huh.
You've got kids sitting in class doing biology at 3 in the afternoon. They're like, oh, better get ready to pack up to go home. And then your teacher comes in with the principal, and the principal says, hey, there was a threat of a shooting at 10 o'clock this morning.
Time to go home.
Yeah, time to go home.
We need you to leave for your own safety.
Yeah. Just hours after
Because of the
fact.
incident that occurred 5 hours ago. Response time at its best. people.
Besides that, the way they handled the situation was perfect. It was just, I don't know, the whole. If they were going to let us know, they should have let us know like as it was happening.
Yeah, because if you as a person are concerned about
Yeah.
Getting shot,
Yeah.
you should be told about that as it's happening.
Yeah. Just a little heads up would have been
Would
nice.
have been nice.
As it was happening.
Oh,
It sounds like something the school district would do.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Oh, if it was a
Public
school,
school,
if it
for
was a
sure.
school, they would have evacuated and everything. It would have been on the news, everything. But work, I don't know. It's a different world. It's
just bizarre.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Everything else they did was fine. They got the cops involved. They took it very seriously. That was all well and good. Just, let us know as it's happening. So if anything happens, we'll be armed and ready.
Imagine if they told you like the next day.
Oh, bro.
You show up at work and it's like, oh, by the way, just so you know, there was the threat of a
Better
shooter
yet, this
yesterday.
happened on a Friday, so we come in Monday morning.
The weekend has gone by.
Literally just first thing Monday morning. Hey guys, we gotta evacuate.
We need you to leave if you feel uncomfortable. There was a threat of a shooter on Friday at 10 in the morning. He was apprehended immediately, but if you don't feel comfortable, you can go home.
It's just bizarre because there was absolutely no news coverage of the incident whatsoever.
Probably because it
Because
didn't
it
amount
didn't
to
even-
anything.
yeah,
the guy
nobody
was
cared.
immediately taken out and brought to
Before
police.
anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to report. It's like, hey, something was prevented for once.
Which I do want to say that that's how it goes most of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
We as a group here, we have huge respect for law enforcement and everything.
Yeah.
And so that's how it usually goes. So props to the cops for being on the ball.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Considering what's been going on in years
Yeah.
past.
Well, yeah, and then my apartment building almost got shut up.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Our neighbors, I got home from work one day, and then walking. I live in an apartment building on my own now with a roommate. While he was gone.
So it's not on your own.
Yeah. So
So you're a
basically,
liar.
yes, I lied about everything. No. Okay. So
So this whole story is fake. No.
okay, guys, they can't hear anything because I'm sticking the mic now. So no. I got home. I put my car in the garage. I closed my garage, and I have these neighbors across the hall. They're quite. They ain't from around here. You can catch my drift. So they're arguing over there, and they argue a lot, and they tend to do illegal activities by inhaling certain plants very often.
Substances.
Yeah, very often, and love to play loud, obnoxious music at all times of day, and it very much annoys me. They don't anymore because, well, it's one individual in particular that does it. And that individual and another individual were arguing quite heavily. Once I walked out and I noticed that they're like screaming at each other because their porch door is open.
Oh, right.
So, everybody can hear, oh. And so I walk in and I go inside. I'm like, oh, crap. Not again. I get my gun out of my closet because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to take any chances, just in case. I want to have it ready, I'm a responsible person. So I have my rifle ready or whatever, And, make sure there's one in the chamber because, if you don't have one in the chamber, you're not ready. All right?
There's no point.
Cocking it, it just takes too long, guys. All right. If you don't got one in the chamber, you might as well just leave it home. That's kind of a joke, but not really. But kind of.
We want to be clear. Sam was not the shooter.
There was no shots fired. Whoa! You're jumping way ahead there, bud.
You prefaced the story by saying my apartment almost got shot up, and then,
Almost!
and then you're the one loading the gun.
Okay. Well, I'm explaining what I did because this happened before what happened next. So after I do that and I set it down, I start taking off my boots and taking off my clothes after a long day. So I'm sitting there, and let me be clear. At this point in the story, I still have my underwear on.
Sitting on the couch in your underwear with a gun.
Yeah. At this point, I still have my pants on.
Oh yeah, I still have my pants on at this time of the story. So that's a joke. Did I say that in a podcast? Is that where we got that joke?
Yeah, well, it
off
wasn't in a
camera?
podcast, but you were telling a story.
It was. Was it on camera though?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a joke from a long time ago.
That's an inside
That's
joke.
an
We're
inside
not
joke.
going to bother explaining it.
All right.
Carry on.
Then I hear one of the individuals very loudly go, and I'm going to quote verbatim as best I can. You threatened me? You threatened me with gun? You threatened to smoke me? You threatened to pop me? And at that point, I'm like, oh, okay. 911, of course. For all you non-American, for those out there that might dial a different number, which I think it's 811 in
I'm not sure.
in
Canada?
no. Well, maybe I don't know.
We don't. We have
England. In England, 'cause,
Well,
they have to be different.
We haven't had to care what they.
Oh, no,
do
it's
since
111 there.
1776.
I think it's 111. Right, exactly. Anyways, Prince
Nice.
Philip, enjoy -6 feet, buddy.
Well, yeah.
So what happened after you called
Anyways.
911?
Yeah, we just see Prince Philip come down on a parachute. He won the Gulag.
Oh no!
That's what happened after you called
He won the
911?
Gulag versus DMX.
Oh no! Oh no!
We're getting so sidetracked.
Welcome back, everybody.
He won the Gulag versus DMX.
Watch her subscriber
No,
count
fool!
skyrocket.
What's going on? Why did I go?
Anyway,
I don't know. Okay.
The story.
So at that point, I called the police. Police asked, "Was there any threats of gun or weapons?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Did you hear what he said?" And I told him what he said, and he said, "Okay, they'll be right there." Like 3 minutes later, it was really fast. I heard sirens coming. I'm like, "Okay, now."
Pretty good.
And then they pulled up, and then I hear, "You called the cops on me! You will punch me!" I start hearing a physical altercation take place right across. I'm in my room, and I share walls with that apartment, so I hear it on that wall, boom, boom, and I'm like, oh boy.
I thought they were firing mortars or something.
No, no, that would have whole different noise. But yeah, and then I hear Sioux Falls police, put your hands up and put any weapons down or something like that. Something around those lines. Like, oh. And then I think one of the guys tried to run because then I heard, and I'm like, ah! He's like, should have done that. Get on the ground. Give me your arm. And I'm like, okay. Then I go over and peek through the peephole. One guy gets taken out of handcuffs. The other guy is flamboyantly talking to the other officer with many hand gestures. And since then, it's been pretty peace and quiet. So
Oh, nice.
it's been pretty nice.
We never had to deal with that at our apartments.
Yeah.
Though there was one
Well,
night.
you live in nicer apartments.
We did.
Kyle.
We did live in
Like
nicer
you
apartments.
pay more than you pay. Probably paid a lot more than we do because I live in a pretty one of the cheapest.
For what we
apartments in
got,
town,
the
so-
rent was relatively cheap. I will say that it
Oh,
was.
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was nice. It wasn't ridiculous. Yeah, more expensive. Yeah, but it was nice. But but yeah, we never really had any big neighbor problems. There was one time, once or twice, when we had first moved in 2013, where we had some college kids below us, and they would play thumping music at like 10 p.m. That sort of thing. I'm trying to sleep. The usual stuff, but like the floors are like 18 inches thick, so it's pretty muffled. But there was one night where there was like a couple of drunk guys on the on the building across from us, across the parking lot.
Like they're laughing.
Yeah, there's laughing. It was
Was it
obnoxious.
the penguin?
It might as well have been. It might as well have been
Just
for all we
little
know.
Robots, penguin bombs.
So yeah, these two just obnoxious people. At like 10 p.m., Dad gets up, he walks over to his window, opens it, and he goes.
Exactly like that.
The complex was quiet for the rest of the night.
Wow, that's surprising.
It was hilarious. I
just imagine like Chris would be like, oh, and then just ha 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 ha, and then they just go like, oh, like, oh man, there's other people. Other people exist and are affected by my actions.
Goodness.
What?
This is a revelation. This changes my
I've
worldview.
never heard of that before.
Yeah. But, so yeah, that's. I mean, I didn't mind.
I just love the idea of like the penguin, like the '90s penguin with like the prosthetic nose, and like he's fat with the
Danny
tiny legs.
DeVito.
What?
The Danny DeVito penguin.
Was it actually Danny?
Yeah,
DeVito?
it's Danny
Oh,
DeVito.
really?
Yeah.
What was he on stilts?
No. I mean, just shorter actors, I guess.
But like, he had like the giant coat.
Was he on stilts?
Like, I mean, how tall is Danny DeVito?
Not very. Pull it up, Kyle.
Yeah, let's.
Is he like 4 foot?
Like
Like,
for something, I think. He's
How-
short.
well, yeah.
Oh yeah, we should.
Eminem. Oh yeah, they actually did an Eminem commercial.
They
Yeah,
did
let's-
do it.
let's
That's
move
right.
it. How tall is Danny?
It was pretty funny.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
Do you want to eat me?
All right, he's 4'10".
4'10".
4'10". Oh my. It's not even close to 5.
That is a short
Wow.
man.
Did you see the story that like
How tall is Tom Cruise?
let's make him mad. He doesn't want people knowing that.
5'8".
5'8".
Yeah.
So he's only a foot taller than Danny DeVito. How do you feel about that, Tom Cruise?
Well, a foot and 10 inches, or 2 inches. Let's be technical here, okay? A foot and 10 inches. That's 14 inches. That's the barrel of a rifle. You're the barrel of a rifle taller than
Danny
Danny
DeVito.
DeVito.
No, he's only 10 inches taller. Danny DeVito is 4'8" or 4'10". He's 5'8".
Oh, yeah. He's
That's
10
only
inches.
10 inches.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That is not
That's
the
only
barrel
10
of a
inches,
rifle.
Tom Cruise. You only have 10 inches on Danny DeVito.
Oof.
Wow.
Anyways, what would we...
You got me.
Wait, so...
We were talking about
Holy
your
crap.
apartment almost getting shot up.
What?
And
But
then
like, then we got
the penguin.
the penguin.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
DeVito.
Danny DeVito. So there was this chick that took a cutout of Danny DeVito to prom. So
Oh,
Danny
yes.
DeVito went into Jimmy Fallon and brought a cutout of her with him, and it was like, that's legendary.
Danny
Like,
DeVito is amazing.
That is like,
If,
I don't know.
If ever I were to meet a celebrity,
That's-
I want to meet Danny DeVito.
that's
He's like in my, for sure, my top 5.
what do you call that? Like, that's a power move.
Yeah.
That is a power move.
Legendary.
So, have you guys gone on any big trips lately?
No. I got 3 tattoos. That's all.
Yes, Sam.
Oh
has
yeah,
tattoos
Sam has
now.
tattoos now.
Yeah. All the girls are being like, oh my god, tattoos now! Not that anyone like cares.
All of the 2 females that watch this channel.
Wow. You don't know how many females watch the channel. Don't be sexist, okay? We don't know the full
I'd look up the
demographics.
stats, but we don't have enough viewers for the stats to be any
Yeah, exactly.
relevant. according to YouTube, like it sure would be nice now, but they're like, you don't have enough viewers.
Noob.
Yeah,
Get good or
we're
get
not
gone.
quite to our diamond plaque yet.
No.
No.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
We're planning to be there.
Help us get there.
We think
Subscribe,
by the
comment,
end of the
and like
month,
the video.
by the end of the month, we should have that hanging on the wall.
Yeah,
The end of the month of
that's our goal. Get us there.
The end of the month of whatever
Also,
the
give me
world
money.
ends. Whichever month the world ends in.
okay. Yeah.
We need to start a Patreon.
Just a GoFundMe. Buy me a knockoff diamond play button.
That's another thing. A guy I work with, his house burned down on
Really?
Easter Sunday.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
So they raised I think just under $3,000 on GoFundMe for him. But yeah,
Whoa.
like they had a terror. Yeah, he had a trailer, and I think his wife smoked cigarettes, so she was on the porch, and I think one of the ashes got somewhere and started a fire. But their snake and their dog and all 3 of their kids made it out.
Oh, I thought you said they died. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, they're good.
But at least
They're
the
good.
dog made it.
Everybody's good. At least the dog and the,
The
snake made
dog
it.
and the snake made
That's
it.
the first thing they said. They're like, my house just burned down, but the dog and the snake are okay. I'm like, well, what about your wife?
Don't
and your
you
kids?
have children?
Yeah,
They're like,
well, he's making a joke about it. 'Cause,
Right.
I'm like, how could you joke about all that? But it's kind of him.
I mean, have you ever
Yeah, I was
watched
like,
a disaster movie where there's always at least one scene where there's a dog or a cat or
rescue the dog.
some animal.
Okay, no, it's not a cat. Never once. I don't think anybody would go through the effort of saving a cat. I think cats are spiteful.
Exhibit A. Do you remember Catherine Conda?
Okay, yes, but I love cats, but sorry. For all you cat lovers out there. I
definitely
was
people that
raised
would.
in the country where cats come and go on a daily basis. And we've had cats go in the worst way possible. So I am pretty
We had one hit
I'm
by
pretty
a semi.
Yes. We've had them hit by several things. We've had a cat lose a leg from a trap. We've had cats like the cat made it back to the porch and laid there for a day and then died. So we've had some bad stuff with cats. So I've gotten to the point where I
F in the chat,
indifferent.
guys.
I don't really feel emotion about a cat living or dying anymore. Dogs are different, but
Guys, we should Twitch. Just chatting.
we could do that.
Dude, that way we'd actually have in-time feedback if anybody cared to listen.
like,
they probably wouldn't. But
viewers.
yeah.
It would be us
you
because
gotta
we're
start-
checking our stream
You
to make sure it's
you
working.
gotta start somewhere. We gotta, just generating comments on our own with our own Twitches. LOL, so funny, guys.
You guys should have a YouTube channel.
I definitely subscribe to you guys' YouTube channel.
I relate with this guy.
Wow, Sam is so funny. I love that guy. I should definitely give him money.
Seems like we actually did that.
Donates. Wait, what am I doing?
Donate to yourself. Put that on your taxes.
Donating to charity.
They're gonna tax you for donating for you to yourself.
Hey, you gotta be thorough with the IRS guys, okay? Report all tips, guys.
Report all tips.
No, don't. Screw that. Taxation is robbery. It is. It is, guys. 16th Amendment, ban it. Biden said it himself. No amendment is absolute. 16th Amendment, guys. All we need is a 2/3 vote. 2/3 vote in the state. Let's go. Ban all income taxes.
Oh my gosh.
How we went from Twitch to political activism in 10 seconds or less.
Guys. We need this. We need you guys. 2/3 vote in the state. 2/3 of the states
Think
just
about
need to
it,
vote.
guys. Think about
How
it.
many states is that? 50 was 2/3 of 50. 40,
That's
30,
like a- that's
35
like a-
states.
That's a for sure number.
32 states. We need 32, 33 states, something like that. guys, let's make this happen. 16th Amendment down. We know California's not with us. Screw them. Screw New York. Screw them all. Yeah, 3,300. I don't think that's right.
33.
33. Dude, I said 32, 33, didn't I?
33.
Look at my
you said
math,
40,
guys.
but okay.
I said 40. No, actually, let's make it 35. And I was like, I was like 32, 33. I did. Guys, back me up on this. I said that right. My math is amazing. I'm an amazing person.
One of the 7 numbers that I said was right. Therefore.
My final answer was 32 to 33, though. That was the final number I said.
That's like circling all of them, all the answers on a test, and then double circling the correct one.
I'm going to the bathroom. I'm about to literally just like go Super Saiyan.
Please don't.
We've only been in...
My neighbors are gonna hate me.
Oh, man. So, watched any good movies lately?
I watched Godzilla vs Kong in theaters.
How was that?
It was pretty good. Like,
Pretty good?
You do not go into those movies looking for plot, though. So
Yeah.
if you're going in for intelligent plot, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But if you're going in for cool monster fights, which I was, you will thoroughly enjoy it.
Who won?
Godzilla.
Really?
Spoilers.
Really?
Yes.
Why not the monkey?
Mainly probably because the monkey's a monkey and Godzilla's an atomic lizard with bulletproof skin and super strength. Yeah. Although I will say they did a good job at making Kong hold his own, which I appreciated.
So wait, there was actually a winner and a loser in that
There
movie.
was.
kind of.
Okay, so they did it way better than Batman v Superman though, because they left as enemies.
But then they had to come together
Okay.
to defeat the main enemy.
What
Yes.
happens is they defeat the big threat. It's basically
Mechagodzilla.
It's Mechagodzilla, which was obvious because it's in all the trailers. So Mechagodzilla shows up at the end, and Kong and Godzilla, hefty air quotes here, team up to kill Mechagodzilla.
They
Godzilla basically
put their
fights-
differences aside to fight him, and then leave again.
And then
as
they
enemies.
leave as enemies, but they respect each other.
So they're gonna fight again.
They're probably gonna fight. But
And this time
I
Kong's
will
gonna
say
win.
I will say that so Kong holds his own, but he gets thoroughly wrecked by
Yeah,
Godzilla.
yeah. Well, he
like,
dies.
every turn. No, he doesn't. What are you talking about?
He almost died. He had to restart his heart.
Yes, they do restart his heart. Yes.
So he basically almost dies. He's on the
Yes.
verge of death.
His heartbeat is slowing to the point where he
I
would have
was
died in the
Team
next
Kong
5
though. I
minutes.
was Team Kong. So
I
that
will
hurt. That
like-
hurt deep down, guys. That
like,
hurt deep down.
I was
Monkey
just-
all the way.
I was rooting for Kong mainly because I wanted to see how they would make him fight Godzilla, an atomic lizard, and the axe that was dope. I will say
It was
that
really
was
cool.
dope.
He like recharge it with this. So it was basically like the same power almost as
Right.
his breath.
Well, because the
he
axe
absorbs
blade.
it.
Well, the axe blade is a Godzilla spike from his back.
Really?
It's because so they
So
the whole
it's
time
a plate of his.
the whole time they hint at this ancient rivalry between the Godzilla species and the Kong species,
Right.
and then they show a lot of that in murals when they go to the Hollow Earth. We're just spoiling the whole movie now, okay? So
Yeah, we're
if
basically-
you want to watch this movie,
Go watch the movie. And
go
then
watch
come
the movie and come back because we're spoiling it.
I'll put in a spoiler
literally
graphic.
the whole movie.
back. Wait, have you seen the movie?
No.
Do you care
But
to
he
see
hasn't.
it?
Seen,
I
he
don't-
hasn't- He hasn't seen any of them.
Guys,
So.
if you haven't noticed, I could care less about spoilers. I've been spoiled.
Yes, spoil every movie.
I've been spoiled a lot of movies, even though I haven't actually sat down to watch them myself. But because of the culture that we're in, pretty much everyone except me has seen these movies, so I really don't care.
Yeah. So there's the whole time they go to Hollow Earth because they're trying to find Apex.
Power source.
So Apex, the big bad company from the series, is trying to find this immense power source to power a weapon that will be able to help them fight Titans because Godzilla's going nuts and attacking places, but he's actually attacking Apex because they're tools. And so they go to Hollow Earth and they bring Kong because he guides them to Hollow Earth, and he brings them to this big place which is this temple where apparently the Kong species lived, and they're apparently very intelligent species, so they had a whole society in Hollow Earth.
There's a
And so there's there's a throne room with like charging stations for these nuclear powered axes that are made of giant bones and spikes from Godzillas that I'm assuming they killed or something, or just they broke
cut off the tail or
or
something.
right, or maimed in some way.
Yeah, the tail grows back,
So, and so
Yeah, just give it 3 days, guys.
3 days. And so they go there, and Kong gets this awesome axe, and he uses that to like deflect Godzilla's atomic breath, and he uses it to deal some pretty hefty damage to Godzilla. And then
Like, it was a
Godzilla
decent
gets
fight.
basically taken down by Mechagodzilla when he first shows up.
Yeah.
And he's about to die.
getting
He's
wrecked.
going to die. And then Kong just like gets up and with a little pep talk from his little deaf friend is just like,
Okay.
okay, fine. I'll fight the giant mecha lizard. And you
I'll go die
I
again.
love it because he stands up and he just goes he literally does that. It's just like, okay, here we go.
Hefty sigh.
And he literally relocates his shoulder after
By
fighting
running into a
Godzilla by
building.
slamming it into a building,
Yeah.
and then goes in there and starts fighting Mechagodzilla
Yeah.
with his axe, which has been run out of charge at this point. And then Godzilla uses his breath attack to charge up the axe, and Kong just wrecks Mechagodzilla, and
Yeah.
it's a beautiful scene. It's
very
awesome.
nice.
I will say the cinematography in Godzilla vs Kong was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Especially in like the
fight scene.
aircraft carrier fight scene.
I kind of just hated that there was so much story between the fights.
I know, that's the one thing
I
that
really wanted a longer
the one
fight
thing,
scene.
The one thing they need to figure out with the Godzilla movies is that nobody cares what the people are saying.
Exactly.
Nobody,
the whole
you
people
could kill
storyline.
you could
is
kill
just-
the entire
It's useless.
human cast from that movie in a single scene in the first 30 minutes, and I will love that movie more than any of the other movies because the rest of the movie is big monsters.
I just want a movie with two very, very big animals beating the crap out of each other.
Give me
Bloody
giant.
pulp.
Give me giant animal cruelty.
Giant lizard, giant monkey, big fight.
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 Let them fight.
No,
So that's the
literally-
thing. The
literally-
whole tagline from the Godzilla series is "Let them fight." Let them fight.
Then do it!
So, but the fights that they do in the movie,
They're
are
pretty good. They're really good.
great.
I really like them.
I'm never
on the tanker. Was,
I'm never disappointed by the monster fights in the Godzilla movies.
they're just not
always
big enough
good.
or long enough.
But there needs to be more of them.
yeah,
There needs to be more.
and more action. If you're gonna give me an
Yes.
action movie, give me.
We
action.
don't care if it's cheesy. We don't care if it's
Well, we kinda
just
do.
action.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Well,
want that.
So
We want
what's-
the John Wick of Godzilla movies.
what's the last movie in the Hobbit series?
Battle of the Five Armies.
It's literally just that, just monsters.
Except that we
Please.
want it good.
Well, yeah, but like that was bad.
Oh my.
That was bad because the entire
Hot
movie.
take! Battle of the Five Armies wasn't a good movie.
No,
Whoa.
because the entire movie was a battle, basically.
Well, no.
No, it was plot
was
then battle.
bad because it wasn't a good movie.
Well, you can't just say
And
it was a bad
okay,
movie. and
America
not
is
explain
great
what
because
made
neither
it
of them
bad.
is good.
But here's the thing: Battle of the Five Armies. The battle wasn't even good.
Right. That's what.
I want Helm's Deep. I want the Battle of Helm's Deep as a Godzilla.
But as a whole movie,
As a
and it's
whole
Godzilla versus Kong.
because Battle of Helm's Deep is like my favorite
Oh, dude, it's
on-screen
so
battle of all time.
Oh,
That's what we should do. We should sit down
With
and
the
watch the
levels
entire
and everything.
trilogy.
I
so
have
long.
the extended editions of Lord of the
so do I.
Rings.
Yeah, they're that whole
That is 3.5 hours long for each movie.
per movie.
Oof.
That's almost
hefty
that's
watch.
almost Snyder Cut's Justice League.
Almost.
I heard this. I heard
Okay.
the Snyder Cut was
So,
ridiculously
okay.
long.
But it's good.
It's ridiculously long,
It's
but
good.
okay. So the original Justice League, hot doo-doo garbage.
It was
Right.
so bad.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
Joss Whedon ruined that
Steppenwolf was just pile
The
of
Snyder
doo-doo.
Cut of Justice League
Ooh,
is so good.
it's good.
So good.
Steppenwolf is actually
Steppenwolf
like, awesome.
is a character.
It's relevant.
Dark sides in it, and it's
Oh,
scary,
yeah.
and
it's,
it's
oh yeah.
And the R rating really helps the movie, I feel like, because with the
More
with the
gore.
original, well, because with the original Justice League, they're trying to be dark and stuff, but it just doesn't work.
You have to make it
So it's just like we're super serious, and Batman's like murdering people, and oh my gosh! Except there's no blood and there's no violence whatsoever, and it's just lame.
right.
With the Snyder Cut, it's like, oh no, they're killing people.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They
that
did.
that Amazon, she got cut in half. Wow. Like,
Yeah.
and so it really helped the
elevates
movie.
it,
It
yeah.
elevated it a lot, and the plot actually made sense.
Yeah.
And Cyborg, I didn't hate Cyborg. I hated Cyborg in the first original because he was pointless. He was just dumb.
I didn't like my dad.
I'm angry because my dad turned me into a cybernetic monstrosity. But now it actually makes sense why he's mad at his dad because
Yeah.
they show you.
But then his dad dies. He's like, ew.
Now I'm sad about my dad who turned me into a cybernetic
I'm
monstrosity.
actually cool because I can hack
gifted.
anything. I can hack
Wait a
anything.
minute.
I have
I'm
unlimited
basically a god.
I can get all the money I want and give it to poor people out of
Wow.
an ATM. I'm such a good person now. Wow.
He was good though in Snyder
No, he was
Cut.
good, yeah.
And Flash, I hate the actor
No.
for Flash. I like
Yeah.
that actor, Ezra Miller as Flash. Just I'm sorry,
Ooh.
but no.
Hey guys.
Just no. He does not look.
Dad, I promise you I'll get you out. I'm going to law school. I'm gonna do this.
Which is all fine plot
I'm
points,
fast.
but when it comes out of Miller's mouth, I'm just like, this doesn't work for me. But even then, he wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
In Snyder
It wasn't too bad.
In the Snyder Cut.
I mean,
In the
part
Snyder
of it's
Cut.
were bad, but
In the Snyder
it
Cut.
wasn't as bad.
In the Snyder Cut. We want to clarify that.
Yes.
Nothing about
Yes. Nothing about Justice League,
Nothing
the original,
about the
was
original
good
Justice
at
League.
all. It was all bad. Every second of it.
None of it should have
I
ever been even
just
considered to be a movie.
hated with every cell in my body. It was, ugh.
But Snyder Cut, if Snyder Cut comes out on DVD, I'm gonna get it.
I thought you already got it.
It's not out on
What?
DVD. The movie just
Aren't
came
they
out.
trying to not put it on DVD because they hate it because it
DC's
shows
trying.
how bad they
Warner
are?
Brothers is trying to bury it. Warner Brothers is kind of trying to bury the
Because Warner
Snyder
Brothers
Cut because
pieces of
they
crap
don't know how to
could
make a
make him a
movie,
whole
but Zack
bunch of
Snyder
money.
does.
Zack Snyder is quality, man. Keep that man around. Give
Let
that man a
him-
pay raise
let
and give
him
him a
do-
new movie to make.
Let him do all the Justice League movies,
And Martian Manhunter is now a partial
Yeah.
part of it. Woohoo!
which that was the only character addition that didn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm glad they did because I like
Well,
the
they're
actor.
introducing
I
him
know,
to
but at the same time, like they introduce him so early in the film,
Right, yeah. And
and
he's
then
kind of
but he
vague.
does nothing.
Well,
Like
what's
he,
the whole thing
he basically
with Martha
he just
and
shows
him
up.
being Lois Lane, though. That's what I don't understand, is why he was... Or
He
the
was-
policeman, or...
He pretends to be Martha Kent
Oh, that's right, for Lois Lane. That's
to
right.
to encourage her to get back out into the world
Oh.
because he knows that she plays an integral part in like the fate of the world.
Because for Superman.
Right. And
Right.
so
Because she needs to go back to the crash site where she brings
Right.
Superman down.
and
Oh.
I know what they're setting up with the Justice League movie because with like the whole end sequence where it's like the apocalypse or whatever, they're setting it. Okay, just so you know,
Bad
that
Superman.
apocalypse happens because of Lois Lane.
Oh.
Yes. So
Well, does it...
because
Superman
it
turns
all
bad,
happens
right?
Well, because it's all based on the Injustice
Right.
storyline
Right.
where Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane and their unborn child,
Oh. Oh. Oh.
and then
the
Superman
Jared Leto, or
goes-
was it Jared
yeah.
Leto Joker?
they never should have brought back Jared Leto Joker though, because no matter how hard they tried, he was so stupid.
He's so stupid and
So
bad,
dumb.
and it's just cringy, and it doesn't work at all.
No.
It's so bad.
The dialogue that he had
Oh.
was good. Him delivering that dialogue
Was
was so cringy.
garbage. It was just
So bad.
cringeworthy. It was so cringeworthy. I literally, the whole scene, I was just got goosebumps because of how absolute, just. I was. It was so bad.
Just a
It was
cat
so
with
bad.
having a hairball in the corners.
It was bad. I hate Jared Leto Joker
I
so
know.
much. You don't understand. I hate it. Make it stop. And the doorman.
What is that laugh? It's not
Fire
a laugh.
him. That laugh is so
It's the
bad.
slow clap of laughs. It's the word.
It's like, what? It should be. That was better than
We're
you
bringing
should've done it.
Sam in as the new Joker. Yes, Sam, can you play? We're gonna call.
I'm
Zack
in.
Snyder.
I'm in, boys.
We're calling
I'm in.
Zack
Give
Snyder.
me some white makeup and some red lipstick. I'm in, boys. I'll go get the green. I'm running to Walmart and getting myself some green hair dye right now. I'm gonna look like
He's ready.
an emo lesbian girl, and I'm gonna fly down to California and be Joker,
Be
guys.
Joker,
I'm in.
and he will
I'm
be a
in.
better Joker.
I will turn Lois Lane on or
I'm
turn
just
Batman on Lois
picturing
Lane. I'll do it.
you
Yeah.
mentally manipulating Ben Affleck Batman.
Hey, Batman.
You convincing Superman to kill his wife.
Superman. She cheated on you. I saw Lois Lane on Tinder.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that kid of yours. He plays Fortnite. He has Batman on Fortnite. It's his favorite character.
Oh my gosh. That was so much better. That was so much better. Wow.
So so
Do it, Batman.
this next section of our podcast is going to just be a lot of improv roleplay.
Yeah.
Before I hurt myself.
Oh, man. So yeah, Joker somehow was the only character in that movie that they were not able to improve.
At all.
Yeah.
Not impressed at all.
No.
Super angry.
They got rid of all his tattoos, which I appreciated, but it's still bad.
I didn't mind that. Well,
No,
I don't
it's
really
tat-
care, but like.
But the okay.
well, the
like,
face tats.
his tattoos
Well,
in
yeah,
Suicide Squad
yeah.
were retarded.
Yeah, you know, actually,
He had
now that I think- and the
damaged.
grills.
He had damaged tattooed on his forehead.
Right.
Like it's so stupid.
Yeah,
So dumb.
trying to go for those 14-year-old emo girls.
Yeah.
Oh, I can relate.
The metal
Mental
teeth
problems.
and it was bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. But I am
I do kinda agree
excited.
with
I'm
that,
super
like-
excited though for the new Suicide Squad. Have you seen the trailer for the new Suicide
I did
Squad?
the shark.
Oh my god.
Shark.
King Shark looks
King Shark.
so funny.
Shark.
It's directed by James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Dude, it's gonna be
It looks
fire.
so
It's
funny.
gonna-
It
Ow!
looks so
Ow!
funny.
What are you doing?
Sorry, are you okay?
Ow! I'm fine, but it hurt.
Sam has tender tattoo spots.
What do you want? Are you okay? Okay.
Are
Please
you,
don't just
Sam?
please
Are
don't
you
just
okay?
latch onto my shoulder randomly. Ow! Mentally or inside just.
Weeping. Just.
It's okay. Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, I was talking about Suicide Squad. Yeah.
It looks great, dude.
It
I'm
looks so
gonna go
funny.
see it definitely.
Well, I just love Polka Dot Man.
Yes.
So funny. It's just like we're all gonna die. I hope so.
just the suicidal characters.
He's like,
Like,
and
I
then
really don't
peace,
care
and then
anymore.
Peacemaker's like, I cherish peace with all my heart, and I don't care how many men, women, and children I have to kill to get it.
Well,
and it's like I
that's
thought you
John
were-
Cena, right?
Yeah, John
Yeah.
Cena. And then it's like I thought, and then she turns to Polka Dot Man. It's like I thought you were the crazy one. I am. Just- it looks
that's
so
funny.
good.
Oh man.
Oh,
I think I could actually do a pretty good Joker. Like,
Yeah?
legitimately, like, if I actually got the role and stuff and, like, got into character, like,
you
Heath
gotta
Ledger
audition,
did.
man. You gotta audition. Do it.
There's just hidden talent out there.
Dude, they're not getting. What do you have for credentials as far as acting goes?
I really
High
wanted
school, theater 1 in high school.
to. I was a
I got a
stagehand.
C.
I was a stagehand once.
Like, they put me out there.
I've got a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, yeah. And a whole YouTube career. Yeah, you can look at all that.
Yeah. It's not very long.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I was like
Going up.
14 at the time.
Yeah.
All right.
How long have we been recording?
59 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
I guess an hour is a pretty solid number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get like 15% watch time.
I completely forget what we talked about in this, but
No.
Kifu, Harambe,
probably things
Moose,
we'll regret, but
Danny DeVito,
Justice
What's going on?
League.
Justice League.
Yeah. This was a rather.
Kong
Should
versus
we
Godzilla versus
recap
Kong.
what we were talking before this about 9/11?
No.
Guys, Alex Jones predicted 9/11, guys. It was an inside job. Look into it yourself. I will flash the White House phone number. I'll be right now. Call them and tell them if they do it. We know who it was.
Should we do that? Should we actually just throw that out
I mean,
there?
who's gonna call?
Why
them?
not? It's a free number.
Biden wouldn't remember it anyways.
Who is this?
Who are you? What? Who are you? What?
We know it was
Where
all
am I? What did I
planned
just
by
say? Who are you?
Joe. Level with me.
Focus, Joe! Joe, listen to me! We know who you did! We know what you
Put
did!
the jelly beans down, Joe. Focus.
Joe! Those aren't jelly beans. They're unicorn poop.
Well, I had them planted on your desk.
Joe, you have 30 minutes
Joe,
to live.
are you
If
still
don't-
eating?
If you don't, Joe, your son's a crackhead.
That's not even.
No, but he is.
Yeah,
though.
that's not even a
He
joke.
is. Did you
That's
hear
common
the interview?
knowledge.
Did you hear the interview where he's like, I literally scrounged on the carpet and smoked anything I could find. He literally was like in this interview just saying that. And it's like,
Why are
how are you not in
Why are
prison?
you in politics?
He's not in politics. He's just in oil companies in
So he's in politics.
yeah. Who knows? And his laptop and I'm not even gonna go into that.
Anyways,
It's just
before we
so
get
stupid.
too into politics, we're gonna try to avoid that.
Just have a separate politics podcast where just cut off.
It's just
it
me.
me.
Just cuts to like
It's just me and Alex Jones. And
it's just the whole time is just screaming. The audio is spiked out the whole time. Just microphone is crackling.
just pain, just pain, just pure and
There's
utter
just a
pain.
warning screen that comes up beforehand, like "Do not wear headphones."
My throat just is shredded at the end. It's just bleeding down
out
my
of your
throat.
mouth.
Drowning in my blood.
That's graphic.
The podcast that kills us.
Yeah, this is a rated R podcast.
Rated
This
R.
is the
Snyder
heavily
Cut.
PG.
This is the
14
Snyder Cut of the podcast.
Snyder Cut podcast. 3 times or twice as long.
It's 4 hours.
Oof.
Is
We
there-
could do it.
Has there ever been a 4-hour podcast?
Joe Rogan's.
Yes,
Like every
yeah.
time.
There's a lot of like there's a podcast called Critical Role, which is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and it's the average episodes are like 5 to 6 hours long.
Oh my
crap.
goodness.
Wait, what do they do? Is it literally just people
Well, it's
playing?
professional voice actors playing Dungeons and Dragons, so they're like really into character, and it's quite good.
Do they actually roll and everything?
Yeah, they're like playing. They're full on playing the game.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's impressive.
It's pretty great.
Well, we better wrap it up soon because I have to go home and wash my things before they get infected and I have to go to the hospital. So.
Okay.
I watch his tattoos.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, this is we're
This has
gonna,
been very fun, guys.
It
Remember,
has.
believe in Harambe. He will be resurrected one day.
I love it's like the meme. It's like the meme having no other options. Scientists resurrect Harambe, and it's just a robotic gorilla.
Controlled by the skull of Harambe.
Something went wrong. The
Telegati-
pilot's been killed. He's gone rogue. He's seeking revenge on the
He
zookeeper that
just
shot
finds the
him.
grown-up child. And he rides on his
I'm gonna
with
finish.
his
No,
death
no.
now,
I'm gonna finish what I started.
and then finds the zookeeper.
Then fights the zookeeper, and COVID just disappears. Anyways,
See you guys.
Thank you.
we're out of here.
Thank you for listening.
thank you for somehow
This
making
is
it
probably
through
going to be
this.
heavily edited, but.
Oh, it will be.